Kia ora, and welcome to the new daily update. So today I just wanted to go over what the costs are actually for, so that anybody who's considering pledging to the Pledge Me campaign knows exactly what they're getting into and what I'm getting up to. So thanks to everybody who's already pledged. I greatly appreciate it. There have been some big pledges, and that's exciting. There have been some smaller pledges, and that's equally as exciting because it takes all of us to get over the line here. So one thing I will say is that I see that Owen Vicker has pledged in, and thank you very much, Owen. If you haven't seen Owen's channel, you should check him out on YouTube. It's pretty sweet. I'll drop a link down in the notes. So to walk you through it, as you can see, the total is 11,000 is the minimum target. Now, Pledge Me is a program that is set up to make it or break it. So if you don't hit the goal, then you don't get anything. So just as a heads up, that's what I'm working towards. The majority of everything that I'm going to be spending on this is mostly travel. The people I need to meet and interview, the rare amplifiers that they have that I want to photograph and document and actually create neural amp models of are dispersed across the Motu. So getting to them is my number one priority, so I can hear the stories, document the history, see these amplifiers in real life, and again, get photographs and digital models of them. So that takes up the bulk of what I need for this project. That includes getting down to see Simon again in Wellington. We did not get through anywhere near the amps that he has available to him. And I want to make sure that we get good quality pictures as well as good quality models. Simon, this is not a surprise, but we need to redo some of the models that we did previously when we were trying things out. And I need to make multiple ones at different gain stages, different tone levels. We made a handful of them while we were down there just based on time alone, but we want to actually boost that up. And I was reading some very interesting developments in the NAMM community where someone has actually built out a way to do parametric gain control using the slim control in the new NAMM A2 model. If that's all foreign gibberish to you, just let you know it's super exciting because it means it may be able to combine multiple models into a single model where you can turn the gain up just by using something that's already built into some of the modeling players. So again, that's super nerdy, but for me, super exciting because it might be a huge step. So anyway, mostly travel, like I said, got to get down to Wellington. That includes getting a flight from here in Auckland to Wellington. That includes a stay in Wellington. That includes car. That includes balancing against other people's schedules so that we can actually have enough time carved out to get these things documented, get the interviews taken care of, get the models created, and then move on to the next one. So as I said, there are people across the country that have very rare amplifiers, and several of them have already reached out to me because they would like to be a part of the project. So I'm excited about getting to talk to them and to get the history of some of these things written down and then put into the video. Secondarily, if I get enough money, then we'll actually go to a couple other places. Christchurch, I would love to go talk to Ross, get down to Nelson, talk to Nev, and then also down in Dunedin. I know there's a few rare amplifiers that are bouncing around down in Dunners. So that would be very cool to go meet some folks down there and also, again, get these things documented. To give you an idea of what else we have going on, one of the other things that I am hoping to use some money for is getting an Evo 8. So this is a 4-in, 4-out audio interface. It looks like this on their fancy website. I have an Evo 16, but the problem is it's quite large, and so carting it around the country is problematic at best. And if I get on a plane, I would have to check it, and that doesn't feel like a good idea. This is easy enough for me to throw into my carry-on backpack, and away we go. So I definitely need this EVO 8 for getting to these places and creating the models specifically. The other thing, of course, is the preservation aspect of it. So we wanted to create the models and get those onto a box, for lack of a better term, and get that donated to the Preservation Society. So what does that look like? One of the things I was looking at was the dime head NAM player. This is a pretty great unit, but there is one small problem with it that kind of pushed my plans into another direction. It will only actually accommodate 128 presets, which means it can only hold 128 models by itself. You can always plug in a USB drive and upload more models to take the place of others, but there may actually be, well, there's definitely going to be more than 128 models created, not amps, models. I'll do another video later on how these models will get created and what they'll look like. So what I've had to do is change plans and upgrade to the Headrush core. This will actually, it has gigabytes of internal storage on it. I can put thousands and thousands and thousands of models on one of these units. This one is not the most expensive model out of their pedal platform that supports the modeling. However, it is the mid-tier, I guess is a good way to put it, and it's an all-steel chassis. And since this is for preservation, I would much rather have it be something that's going to stand the test of time, regardless of when it gets pulled out of storage and utilized in outreach and other activities. Because there's going to be a lot of interviewing going on, and hopefully as many in-person interviews as possible, I'm looking at picking up some smaller microphones. These DJI microphones is what all the cool kids are using these days on all the TikToks and all the YouTubes. So, you know, hey, hello, fellow teenagers. I would like to participate as well. It looks like a great mic setup. All the reviews are glowing of it, and this is definitely something that would come in really, really handy for, not just handy, it's necessary for performing the interviews. As well, some lighting in order to actually perform these interviews as well. So 2 and or 3 of these Ulanzi, sure, let's pronounce it like that. Those are 30 watt air tube lights. So the nice thing about them is they pack down very small because they are inflatable. So this is kind of the concept there, is it will just fold up into a nice little bag and like my backpack, and I can throw it on the plane with me. Also, it has to go on the plane with me because it has a battery in it. So that's how it works. But this is kind of core to getting a lot of the photos made, as well as performing the interviews with the folks that I really need to talk to. So with that concludes what the funds would be going towards. Obviously, the end result is going to be a full documentary series. I will break that all down in a separate video. I'll break down what the main focuses are, who some of the people we're going to be talking to, as well as people who have volunteered to be part of the project and hold quite a bit of information within their noggins for our entertainment. So looking very much forward to that. And tomorrow I'll give you all a little sample of some of the models. I'll probably drop a model or two into a place where people could pick those up if they want them. It's been great to see some of the excitement, hoping for more. So please share this with everybody you know. And if you have any ideas on how best to share it out that I haven't thought of yet, by all means, shoot me a message and let me know. You could drop it in a comment on one of the YouTube videos, or you can contact me via the socials. So that's it. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you again tomorrow.